See if we're getting any sound. Welcome back to VP4TV. We are here this Wednesday evening for a round 2 match in the 2024 Virtual 9-Ball World Championships, and it's between Coldest Pillow, who I think represents Wales, and Bedhead from Sweden. I thought for a change I would go back and try mirrorless action in terms of using it for live streaming, but I'm going to have to look at the Twitch viewer count thing, because that doesn't seem to be working, unless it's strange that we've got 4 viewers on YouTube and none on Twitch. For some reason that doesn't seem to be coming through. I might need to set it up again. So we're about 3 minutes away. Quick look at the schedule. We've got this match tonight. There's a match tomorrow night at 7:20 between Jose McEwen and Little. There's also a match coming up on Sunday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's with Aussie Mick and Sergeresh. We've also got a match on Sunday evening, Smoking Sid against Cobra, and then the final match of the schedule is at 1 PM next Tuesday, and that's the match with Acero and Rabi. So that's all that's listed there in the schedule. I don't know whether Steve intends on dropping in. I'm looking at Discord at the moment, and I don't see him there, so he may well be giving it a miss. So welcome everybody. This is going to be an interesting match, because Coldest Pillow's already beaten a champion to get to round 2, albeit Keith, who hasn't had a lot of table time in recent months in VP4. But Coldest Pillow could be a big danger to Bedhead's prospects in the tournament tonight. Of course, we're race to 19, and it may well run pretty close unless either one of them has an off day. So you can let me know if the sound is okay. I can see the little green bar going up and down in the little monitor thing in the middle of the screen, so the audio is coming through from my mic. We are virtually at the top of the hour, about another minute away from the room going up, and then we'll get in there. Cloth colour should be at the right setting, and we should be good to go. Ah, right, so Twitch is working. So we've got one showing up on Twitch, which is good. I thought Twitch was broken there, but we've got 4 showing on YouTube. Well, I haste to add 3 on YouTube. One of them is me because I'm monitoring it on my phone. Both players were here. Bedhead was in getting some practice, although he might be in away mode now. Yes, he is. And Coldest Pillow is there, just waiting on the room going up. And that should be happening any second now. In fact, we've gone past the top of the hour. Hopefully you're all hearing me loud and clear. Right, the room is up, let's get in. And Bedhead's in straight away. Bedhead doing the right thing, getting a little bit of lag practice in. Right, both players in now. We've got Coldest Pillow on your right hand side as we look, and Bedhead on the left. We are using the break box, of course. Bedhead's cue doesn't want to disappear. Off we go. Well, that was a good break. Few balls heading for the pocket, but 6 ball kept it out. But no shot on that too. The push out will be interesting because there's not really an awful lot of places to put this where Coldest Pillow is not going to have a straightforward enough shot to play a safety. Could also play some sort of billiard if he fancied it, depending where this cue ball ends up. Because this 3 and 6 are very much set as a combo over the corner pocket. And for that reason, Bedhead has decided not to do an awful lot. Good evening to Matt, 1913 to Bedhead. I think that might be, I mean, it's hard to call, but I think Coldest Pillow, who, to be honest with you, unless he's somebody who's changed his name, was never around VP4 until recently. But he's surprisingly good to be a brand new Virtual Pool 4 player. And Bedhead went all out for the bank, and he scratched, and now Bedhead may well find out how good Coldest Pillow is. He's just checking where his next move is once he's spotted the 1 and 2. Now obviously that 3 ball could end up going to the long rail on the left hand side. In fact, to make the cut on this 6 ball, the 3 ball is more than likely going to do that, so he has to be thinking about the cue ball when he plays this next shot. He's in fact, that's not great because he's going to have to cut this obviously, but this 3 ball is not guaranteed he's going to have a shot now. I think he's going to have to hit this a bit harder, unless he's trying to squeeze it in past the 6. And then you don't know where the 6 is going to go. Yeah, well, so simple to get things wrong early on for Coldest Pillow. He finished too low on that, and the cut on the 3 to the 6. It looked simple enough from here, but because he didn't get the cue ball in a good spot, It ended up backfiring on him. Bedhead gets a chance he probably didn't expect, and he's going to be out. So Coldest Pillow is the one that's got one marked up on the board for chances come and gone there. He really should have been out. Well, it was on Bedhead's break, so he's defended that, but sort of got out of jail rack that one. He's got a ball in rack number 2. He's got a shot in the 1. Now that 2 ball does go past the 5. Now he's got to avoid the 8 ball here, and that might, I mean, he might bump the 8 and he ends up taking the 2 up the corner pocket here, because he's not guaranteed he's going to finish good. Yeah, he's bumped to 2, and well, it's gone the other way. He'll take that. He'll take that. That's as good as anything. Got to come high enough. Not too high though. Well, he's gone the other side. Now, obviously, he would want to go forward normally with this shot. If he tries to draw it back, he could draw into the side pocket here. Yeah, he just played the stunt. He's content to leave the cut. So now it's about judging the pace here. Now, he can drop this in a dink dead weight. But if he does it any harder, he's running up the table past the 7 and 8. So he's trying to leave it short. He's held it well. Checked it up and held it well. Goal's good for 2-0 here. So that mistake, or that missed chance that Coldest Pillow had right on that first rack, it's already going to cost him 2 racks. Bedhead's the wrong side of the 8, but loads of room. No problem here. So, rack number 3. The sound is about 1 second behind the action on my end. Do a quick refresh, Larry. I mean, I haven't used mirrorless action for a little while, so I don't know what bugs are still in it. So you think it's slightly out of sync? Nothing I can do about that at this point. Now, are you saying that the noise of the ball, for example, that hit on that ball there, you're seeing the hit, but then you're hearing the hit like a second after it? Well, there's a mistake from Bedhead. He might have got away with it. He has done. I don't know what will cause that. It's obviously a glitch in the software. Sound is fine here on YouTube. It's just the usual Twitch bullshit. So you think the problem? I see those guys are all on Twitch. Jump to YouTube and see if it's any different. Go to it. It's obviously a Twitch issue. If that's the case, it's okay on YouTube. Anyway, Bedhead did get away with it. Coldest Pillow ended up being hooked. Well, this is not the start that Coldest Pillow thought he was going to get, especially when he had that chance in that first rack. And now it's getting even more painful for him. But the mistake again from Bedhead, and both of them have been cut angles, just slight off cut angles. Now this time, you can't make that many mistakes in a virtual 9-ball world championship rack and expect to get out of it. The Coldest Pillow, unexpectedly, back at the table. This time, yeah, so it's okay on YouTube, right? That's fine then. So it's obviously a Twitch issue, whatever the hell they're up to. I wonder if it would have been the same on. It'll be interesting to know whether it's going to be the same if I go back to Gamecaster for the next live stream. We'll find that out. This may have already been asked. Is there any option to change from the house queue in offline VP4? Of course there is. You just edit your queue case. You pick any queue you want that's in Virtual Pool 4 in the offline. Yeah, any queue you can have offline, from the most expensive to the cheapest. And it's only when you're online that you have to buy them. Just go to your case and edit your break queue, edit your play queue, edit your jump queue, and choose what jump queue you want. All of that stuff, simple enough. So, yeah, just swap them over. That's what you do. But it's been that long since I've been in doing it, but I know you can do it. So, Coldest Pillow is off the mark. Bedhead going for a difficult cut there. There might have been enough room on that 2-ball to make the cut. But again, he's landed not too bad. I mean, the 3 balls blocking this ball up table, or down table. It does cut into the side, but it's one of these blind pocket cuts. You've just got to visualise it, pick your spot, and go for it if you're going 100%. But he could always play safe. How many times do I say, well, he's got to get the cover, and that's pretty well done. I thought he was going to have too much English in that cue ball there, and it was going to duck out behind the 6, but he's judged it very well. Well, we've still got somebody on. There's somebody on Twitch still sticking with it. Yeah, I had to review the team lineup this afternoon. Larry Bill sent me a message. Him and his other half have both got COVID from the vacation they went on, so He thought he would be feeling better, but he's not feeling any better, so he doesn't think he'll make it for the weekend. So at least he's let me know in good time. So the lineup has been changed, and just in case you thought you were getting off the hook, Larry, you're back in. Mr. Dependable. Well, mistake again, or the miss by Coldest Pillow. All these mistakes are going to get punished. Well, this is going straight, so he can only come back the way, back up the table, and try and get out of there. Yeah, but he's not really getting through the shot a great deal, so he's really in trouble here. Got to play a good one. I've been playing that Horizon Zero Dawn. In fact, I'll tell you the truth. The Forbidden West. I started a game, and I think I had it on the default settings for the game. After I just started the game and started playing it, and it's for somebody like me who doesn't play a lot of that kind of game. It's bloody hard, especially all these bloody weaves and different arrows and different ammunition and all these different strengths and weaknesses that these beasts have. So I quit the game and I restarted it in complete numpty mode. You can have it in numpty mode where you don't have to breathe underwater or you don't have to come up for air. So I thought I'll start it in that. I'll have it in numpty mode and I'll probably enjoy the game a bit better. Well, I've now got past where I was when I started the game the first time round, but it's even bloody harder now. I mean, some of the size of these monsters that you're up against, and I'm getting butchered left, right, and centre here. I have not got a clue what I'm doing, but it's some bloody size of a game, I'll tell you. I checked it. I've been at it for hours, and I've only done like 18% of the game. And then I noticed that you can eventually override these flying bird things and eventually fly in the game. I'm hoping to get to that stage because these bastards keep shitting on top of you. So they do. Anyway, Bedhead with a 3 racks to 1 lead. We can't be. I mean, we could be a few months down the line. We could be another year down the line before this new game from Hello Games comes out. The follow up to No Man's Sky. I'm looking forward to that. So Coldest Pillows made that mistake there. He's made the mistake earlier, and he's finding out that unlike the match against Keith, Bedhead is more inclined to be punishing those mistakes. And that's what's happening so far. It's now 4 racks to 1. But of course, what Coldest Pillow doesn't have to start doing is he doesn't have to start panicking. He just has to be patient and he has to play the right shots. How come every time I have a drink of water I then get the hiccups? And people say, take a drink of water, it'll get rid of the hiccups. For me, it's the opposite way around. As soon as I take a drink of water, the next thing I know I've got the hiccup. Right, I'm going to take another drink and see if we can get rid of it. So not dry break, no shot, push out, 5 ball has gone. Well, the 4 ball is definitely guarding the pocket. Now here's where there's a good chance to get a good safety in here. And again, you've got to avoid the traffic. You overcut that 1 and get around behind the 2 and get back up the other end of the table. That's what you should be trying. Got to use those balls in the middle of the table as cover. He's trying to stay this end. Well, he's got cover. That'll work. So a 2-rail hit here onto this 1 ball. I think it is. I think he's going short rail, side rail. Looks as if he's going too near the jaw. No, he is. He's got the line perfect. And, well, no prizes for guessing what Coldest Pillow should be doing here. You should be sticking him on the 6. So it's even more important that you do control the table in these situations, because the fact that there isn't a jump cue. What was Bedhead at the table? Well, that bump on the 7 might have been a lifeline there for Coldest Pillow, because it was just threatening to get stuck right on top of the 9, but it hasn't. And so Bedhead now, with ball in hand, looking to open up this gap even more here. Now the only thing that he has to be good on is getting good on this 6, where he can come out clean and get up the table for this 7, unless he finishes where he can go behind the 7 and play it up into the other corner. So it's going to be vital for his chances of getting out here, how he finishes on this 6 ball. But even so, you know, there's loads of room on the right hand side of the table to find the cue ball over there somehow or other. Now, Bedhead made a couple of mistakes in this early part of the match. One of them was punished, and the other he got away with. Yeah, why is that? Why does drinking from the bottle? I mean, it's a 5-litre bottle of water I've got. Why is drinking from the bottle any different from drinking from a glass? Explain that. Explain that to me. Welcome to Nap Nicker. Now, anybody who is watching on Twitch, according to some of my other viewers, if you're watching on Twitch and there is an audio delay, it looks out of sync, then go to YouTube instead. You have a large gut. Well, what's that got to do with having the hiccups, Larry? I'm swallowing air. What I don't understand is why would it be swallowing any more air from a bottle than it would be from a glass? Well, I've got. Let's just say I've got a gut that's was caused by Guinness many moons ago. Bedhead having to run for cover, and talking about cover, Coldest Pillow should be getting Bedhead in trouble here. Now, one interesting thing is I think Bedhead's had a couple of kicks, and I think for the most part he's pretty much got away with all of these kicks. He hasn't left anything dead easy. Now, Coldest Pillow decided to take the combo there rather than cut the three up into the corner. So now, this three ball leaking away, he's got a very difficult shot here to stay at the table. He's played it very well, apart from the fact the pace is just a wee bit heavy. No, you know what? You know what I can't be bothered with? Actually running downstairs to get a glass just to pour water from a 5 litre bottle into a glass just to prevent me getting hiccups. That can't be asked. I'll suffer. Right, now this is going to get very interesting. This 7 ball is off the rail and it will cut up the table, and I know that most players would have a go at this. And he's caught the knuckle. He took the bait, caught the knuckle. Bedhead's again got a tough 7 ball. This is by no means easy. And he's held it well, controlled it well, got a straight in 9 ball for 6-1. Well, it just isn't going Coldest Pillow's way at the moment. But if you're going to beat players of Bedhead's quality, you have to find ways to do it. What you don't want to be doing is finding ways to keep losing racks. That's what you don't want to be doing. You've got to play with a level head here. Bedhead's had a ball in the break, 3 ball had gone. And again, he's got a table that there's no way he should be leaving this table with anything for Coldest Pillow to be potting. This rack should be over. A slight angle in this 4 ball. I don't know whether he's going to catch the 9 now. He's avoided it. Managed to keep it clean. I was a bit worried for Coldest Pillow after he had beaten Keith in that first match. Obviously, I don't know whether Coldest Pillow was aware that at the time that Keith was a multiple champion in Virtual Pool, and he might have thought life was a bit easy mixing it with the top players when he came out the winner in that match. Keith obviously made mistakes, did come back into it late on, but it was too late then. And maybe this is Coldest Pillow is being asked the question, you know, how good are you when you're 7-1 down? And we're going to find out. How good are you finding a way back into a match like this? Is Bedhead going to have a far-fetched go at this combo? Now you're looking around for alternatives here, and there might not be an awful lot of alternatives. They might have a go at it. And there it goes, in off the 7. Well, if he played it that way, that was an excellent shot. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It really was very well worked out. And it's 8 racks to 1. And balls are still going in for Bedhead. Oh, and I think he's still got a shot. No, he hasn't, because that's the 9 ball that's up the table. I thought that was the cue ball. Well, it's difficult at this angle to dink this one past the 4 and keep the cue ball covered. There's too much angle to do that. It might be better just playing a very soft dink and just leaving the cue ball very short, just like that. I mean, that'll work as well. And it's got Coldest pillow kicking again. And this is one way to frustrate your opponent, especially when they're 8-1 down, just to keep right on top of them. Because it also is a test of your nerve and whether you can blank that out. But it's probably now, at this stage, forcing Coldest pillow to be even more aggressive than he might want to be, because, you know, if you're going to lose it, you're going to lose it. But he's waiting and waiting for the mistakes to come from Bedhead, and there's not as many now as there was early on, and that one that he missed early on is certainly coming back to haunt him, because ever since then, Bedhead's just pulled away. You've just got to think, you know, things can turn. You know, you can't get despondent about it. You've just got to hope and think that, you know, it isn't going to happen like this all night. It's the only way you can stay focused on the job in hand, as and when you do get a chance. If you start getting demoralised about it, then you might as well just blast at everything. It's got to be constructive. So there's a mistake there. But there's the end result. That Coldest pillow has no shot. Now he might have enough for the cross bank though, on that 2 ball. No, he's not going for it. He's trying to use cover. And he's got it. Now again, let's see if Bedhead can get the hit. And I think for a lot of these, he's actually not left Coldest pillow very much at all when he has had to kick. And again, same result. Coldest pillow's not getting a sniff when Bedhead's kicking out these safes. And that's what's making a big difference as well. Bedhead's going to have to go again here. And he's got room up behind the 7 and 3 to go short rail, long rail. Catch this 2 ball. Oh dear, he's misjudged that. Well, here we go. Now this table is fine. You know, there's nothing to do other than just control the cue ball. Just got to be careful coming up the table while he's leaving it well short. Don't want to trifle with that 8 ball coming up the table too far. So this should be, well, I would prefer to just stun this up the rail a bit rather than coming out and across, because then that takes the scratch out of it if you stun it up the rail a wee bit. But maybe he's got too much angle on it. I think he has. But he's judged it well. Again, you know, he could have gone a wee bit further. So he's going to put a... Well, he didn't put as much right on it as he maybe should have. But now he's travelling a bit more now with this angle. And this time he's going to get the job done. So it's going to be rack number 2 on the board. Now Coldest Pillow needs a nice little run together here, or at least he needs to be in control of the table one way or another. So he's got a ball, but I don't think he's going to have a shot though. Nope. And look at the way these balls are sitting. He's got to get good cover on this one ball. That's almost dropped to top of the 7, but there's still the angle to the other rail, so not difficult to hit. But how's Bedhead's luck going to hold out? Is it going to keep going all night, where he's going to kick and leave it safe? Well, the answer to that is yes. He's left nothing on again. But that, you know, the 3 ball can be used as a stopper for the 1, and you can head up into the long grass. But he doesn't want to get near this 8 and 9. He needs to watch what he's doing. He doesn't want to get near the 8 and 9. Good evening, welcome to Hazard. I'm not sure what he's trying here. Don't know why he keeps looking around. But he's got to stay away from that 8 and 9. I think he was looking around at the 7. But he hasn't got cover. Now, this can be banked back across behind the 8 and 9 and cue ball up the table behind the 8 and 9 that side. That's a shot that Bedhead would be looking for here, I would think. Just bank the 1. You've got to make sure you don't bank it into the 7. Well, he's going the other way. His idea was using the 7 and the 3, and that was another good alternative. Our Coldest Pillow's got the kick, and he's got not a bad result. Now, there is a chance that if Bedhead kicks this 1, he could catch the back of the 1 and catch the 9 and knock the 9 in. He could do that. And there's a very strong possibility that that could happen here. If he kicks off that long rail into the back of the 1, he could catch the 9 and knock it in. Although he's looking, don't know why he's looking at thin edges here. Yeah, maybe that's what he is looking at, he's just lining up. So keep your eye on the 9 ball. He's got it too thick. So it's a chance again. Coldest Pillow. Well, it's Bedhead, I think, for the most part, has been in control when Coldest Pillow's forced them to kick. Bedhead's kicked a lot of them and they've all ended up safe. Bedhead made a couple of mistakes early on, and Coldest only took advantage of one of them to get his one rack in the board. This is going to go no man's land here. This is no good. Once again, Coldest is going to have to come up with something that leaves Bedhead nothing. And that it needs to keep rolling. And it has done. But it hasn't stopped the up and down. And there's again a very good chance this three ball will end up going into that side pocket. Welcome to One Pocket Slim. And there's the end result. You've got to get the cover. You've got to take out that angle there. And that wasn't a difficult hit. And it was a very good odds that that was going to drop into the side pocket. So this is a make or break shot for Bedhead here. Getting the 7, getting down onto this 8, which is just off the rail. And it should be double figures for Bedhead. So 10-2. And we've been playing for 40 minutes. And Bedhead, I think, if you look at Bedhead's balls in the break tonight, I think that's pretty good, I would say. I think he's certainly averaging 1 and over at the moment, the way things are going. I don't think he's come up with a dry break yet, Bedhead. I think that stat should be pretty good for him tonight. Now this time though, the safety isn't there, but this is just got to be stunned out. Got to stun out far enough. Held it well. Now this is a little dink through, but got to bump that rail and come out a wee bit so that you can get at this 4 ball. That'll do. Forward back into the table or hold it. Now you see this, I don't know whether is this a good angle? Let's have a look. Well, it is. You can just brush forward and brush through that 8 ball if you're going to hit any of it. But it might just go clean through. Now it has brushed it, so he's fine up until now. Now it's dead straight in the 7. Just a little dink and a hold up the table for that 8 ball into the side. But the one way that Coldest is going to get back in this is if the break works and balls start going down and he starts running racks. And he has a chance of doing that if balls go in. And the 7 balls decided to go. The 6 is gone. He's got a thin cut and a 1 into the side. I can't believe he's going to try and play a 1-9 combo. That 1 cuts comfortably into the side pocket, I think. He might be coming out the back of the 8 ball here, and if he does and he gets around, he should be on the 2. No, he's cut it thin and ran into the 2. Clearly the angle was different from what it looked from my side, but he'll take that. Oh, he's left it a wee bit short. He would much rather be looking down the barrel in this 3 ball. You've got to get there. And suddenly things just are tougher than they should be. Little minor things like that, just not getting himself, where it's comfortable, where you're right down the barrel. And you've got to play a good shot. And that was a good recovery. It's a good recovery under pressure, because he knows that With a table like this, you've really got to be getting out. That needs to keep running. So this, at the moment, is a follow-up break and run. Of course, he needs another 2 or 3 of these right now. They would come in very handy. Make that scoreboard look a bit more neat and tidy. Wet and cold in Taffland. Of course it's wet and cold in Taffland. It's not any bloody different with Scotland. Whenever there's rain coming in, where do they tell you in the weather that it's pissing down and it's going to be pissing buckets? Wales and Scotland, that's who gets it. Or Cumbria. If somebody's getting half an inch of rain, Wales, Cumbria and Scotland, and the west of Scotland is getting an inch and a half of rain. I have to say, the forecast today up here was, lots of rain, but where I am, we never really seen an awful lot. Yes, it was damp. Yes, we had rain, but it wasn't. Uncle Joe's mint balls. Every time I hear Wigan, that's what I always remember. Uncle Joe's mint balls. Keep you all aglow. Welcome to Smoking Sid. Ah, shut up, Hazard. We're not interested in 28 degrees bullshit. We were only 20 degrees lower than that. I hope you get severe sunburn. Well, Coldest Pillow's run looks as if it's going to be halted here, but it's got to be a good shot here from Bedhead. This is not a gimme. It's not cut and dried. He's got to hold this cue ball right onto the rail and back out. And he has done, as expected. Oh, that's my ideal summer's day for me. I hate the sun. I hate sitting in the sun, and I hate the sun blaring in the windows. And it's just missed the knuckle. So, Coldest Pillow can't get that run of maybe 3-4 racks just to try and turn the match a wee bit here. It ain't happening. He got a couple back. So, lead goes to 7 again. Again, balls are flying in from Bedhead. Well, he's got a very thin cut in the one. Now, this cue ball, if he pots this plain ball, it looks as if it's heading up towards the 3 and the 7. That's how it looks. Yeah. And that's the exact line that I thought it was going to take. And he's finished right on top of the 3. And it's, of course, blocked by the 7. No, it isn't blocked. It goes. I thought that was blocking it. Not until you get right down, you see it does go. And well done. Or is it? Oh, I think it is. I think he's just, or has he? Yes, he has got enough. So this should just be a dink in and a pop out behind the 8 ball for the 6. I don't think he'll be doing any amazing stuff. Well, he's come right out. Oh, he's got to be careful here. I mean, he's got angle where he can bump the 9. He looks as if he's trying to come away from the 9 and maybe go 3 rails here the way he's playing this, to come around the other side of the 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and again, very well controlled. So, Coldest Pillow's looking for cracks in Bedhead's armour, and there isn't many. Unfortunately for Coldest Pillow, the cracks that there were right at the beginning of the match, and there only was 2, and Coldest Pillow only took advantage of one of them. So the lead now goes to 8. This time, Bedhead has come up dry, but would you believe it? Of course he's come up dry, and of course he's left nothing on for Coldest Pillow. So, if Bedhead's going to get a run of the table, and he's going to get that throughout the championship, then he's had more than his fair share tonight, and he might live to regret that further down the line. He's had a good roll of the ball here from his kick shots. He breaks dry. I think the one and only time I've seen him break dry tonight, and he's left not a sniff. And of course, the other thing is that this table is pretty good if Coldest Pillow can't get this hit and safe. Well, it's definitely before the side pocket is the line he's looking for. But he's decided he's going to push rather than play the kick. Well, that's crap. That's the only way to describe that. That is awful. I don't know what the hell he was trying there. That simply will not do. I mean, he's given Bedhead a free go in the 1. The only thing that Bedhead's got to be careful of is just finding the gap. I mean, that's not going to be difficult for him. You cut the 1, just come over this side of the table. This is the gap he's looking for. If he overhits it, he can come back out past the 5. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't. I'm very surprised he never had a go at that. But then again, when it was so easy to do that, then why not? There is an angle to get through the gap to kick the 1, but I'm very surprised he never took that on. But why should he? He doesn't need to. He's the one that's 12-4 in front. And Bedhead's showing good sense there rather than having a go. And Coldest Pillow may well be in more trouble here, because even though the 1 pots, is it worthwhile actually trying to play the pot and go for the 1 unless he bumps the 5? Yeah. Well, this time Bedhead's got it wrong. He's left that short. He's left the 1 on. But the line that the cue ball's going is not good. Might end up just rolling this in and leaving a very dodgy long cut in the 2. Yeah. That's really all he could do, rather than trying something crazy and running into a 9 ball and not getting anywhere. Oh dear. Well, this time I think it's Coldest Pillow getting a run of the ball. He's overcut the 2. But he has left an edge though. But these are got to be wafer thin edges to not disturb that 2 ball a great deal and not bring it out into the table. And that's very well done, because he's going to spin. Or has he? I don't think he's quite got the legs. Still an edge showing. This time though it's dangerous, because the 2 ball's heading over behind that 6 towards the other corner pocket. Now you could go through the gap with the 3 and 5 and kick that 2 up the table. That might be what he's doing. And the only worry here is that 4 ball. I mean, he's missed the 4, but the 2 balls ended up where I said it would end up. You know, he might have been better kicking that from behind, because all he has done is just brushed the 2 right over the corner pocket, like where it was going to head. It could only head in one direction, hitting that thin side. So maybe not the best choice of safety there for Coldest Pillow. The 3 ball comfortably squeezes into the side pocket, just holding the cue ball. Well, he's stuck to the rail, and he's got to watch going forward here. He's jacking up. Yeah, he didn't necessarily take his time doing that there, but once again, look at where the 5 balls finished. Absolute no man's land for Coldest Pillow, and he's just been forced to really put all his eggs into one basket and trying to come up with something crazy here. I mean, he could have a smack at banging that 5 ball into the rail and try to bump it in off the 7. He could do that. Or he could do this. Try and cut it into the other side pocket, but that's just as tall an order. That was excellent, and that cue ball needs to slow up, and it has done. That was a very good shot there. But it looks like another consolation rack at the moment for Coldest Pillow. We all know what he needs come this next break. He needs balls and shots and running tables to be the order of the day to turn this match around. He's running out of racks now. But there's always that possibility. You've just got to live and believe that you can get back into this. But you need a bit of help. Well, he got a bit of luck there because that cue ball almost got kicked into the side. Balls have gone in. He's got a shot in the 1. The 5 and 6 is gone. So no problem with the 1 and the 2. The problem is he has to go up high enough and maybe bump into that 8 ball so that he can pot the 3 and drop through for the 4. So he has to be thinking about that. And he's already slightly the wrong side of this too. He can go forward and go to the rail and put a wee bit of spin in the cue ball, but he wants to have an angle on the 3 where he's not running up the table. The danger's this 8 ball. See, now he's the wrong side of the 3. That was always going to be the problem. And the problem now, of course, is the 4 ball isn't very accessible at all. So this is the make or break shot so that he can at least play a decent safety and nail that cue ball onto the 7. He has to be able to do that at very worst with this next shot. Now he could go forward, stun it, loads of left English, but he's going the other way, and this is messing with the side pocket. That wasn't the shot I would have played. Now the shot I would have played would have been cutting that into the side with loads of top left English, stunning it to the rail and trying to come around and down and get a bump, or at least have a shot where I could stick him in the 7. But maybe Coldest Pillows had his wee bit of luck there. He's got away with 1. He hasn't got away with many, but that's one he's got away with. Well, he did manage to just squeeze that past the 7. It caught the edge of it. I think there was much room to do that, but it's ended up a good shot. And that's sayonara to this rack for Coldest Pillow. He just was in a wee bit of a hurry to get that shot over with there. So Bedhead just needs to come down far enough on this 7. Trying to drop below the 8. Hasn't got there really comfortably, but presume he's taking this into the top corner. I can't believe he's trying to drop that into the side. Oh God, I would never have been able to play that. That was some shot into the side pocket. I would never have made that. So, 13-5. Now, who was it? Who had the predictions earlier on? Again, Bedhead got balls flying in all over the place, and look at this table. He's on the 1, the 3 balls there, the 2 and 4 has gone in the break, and the only slight problem is from the 6 to the 7. But even so, you can get to the 7 good enough. I would like to be fairly straight in this, and I think, let's have a look. He might be able to just work with that, I think. Yeah, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. $19.15 to bed. Aye. Somebody else had a prediction. It wasn't that one though. I didn't think it would be going to be as big a lead that Bedhead would have at this stage. But like I say, it's a wake up call for Coldest Pillow, because he did get away with a few against Keith, and now, as I mentioned, by the end of that first match that he had, he's going to come up against Bedhead, who's going to be a lot less generous in terms of giving Coldest Pillows those opportunities that he had in that first match. It's a big turnaround as far as that goes. Well, Coldest Pillows trying to get high enough in a 3 for this 3-9 combo, and he's got it. A little bonus there for him. Again, not really setting himself up for the break, just waiting to set there and bang, and it ain't working. I think you've still got to stick to your disciplines. Obviously you're hoping things are going to turn in your favour a wee bit. Get yourself set up for your break if you've worked out any sort of break. You just seemed in a bit of a hurry there to play that. Well, it's touchy because of the angle he's got, and he's got to go high enough if he thinks the 3 will squeeze past the 9, which it certainly does. And he's got himself in a good position to play it. I don't know whether he's going to roll on to the 9, but the 4 ball's very handed back. He's just holding the cue ball to make sure he's. But I think the angle wasn't like that he was going to run into the 9. So all looking good at the moment. This is the one that will win or lose the rack. Getting from this 4 back down the table to the 5. And he hasn't found the gap. It's a big gap, but what he has done again, even with that shot, he's bumped the 6 and he's bumped it safe next to the 8. So, you know, even if Coldest Pillow does get a shot in the 5, he's going to be half pushed to make a run out break in his next visit. Can't remember. Was it 1912 or something to Coldest Pillow? Let's have a quick look. Where the hell is it? It was 19. Oh, tell a lie. It was 1917. Keith come back into it. Ran out of racks at the end of the day. And Keith was well behind. You know, he was a lot more behind mid-match, but he did come back into it. Watch that cue ball. Oh dear, and that's painful. That is very painful. That one, self-inflicted damage. And you just get the sense that with Coldest Pillow speeding up, he's trying to get this over with sooner rather than later. So we've only been at this match for an hour and not even an hour and 10 minutes yet. So it's certainly going to be one of the quickest in a race to 19. The way it's going. Bedhead looks as if he's come up with his second dry break. I'll say that again. Second dry break of the night. But again, it's not simple for Coldest Pillow. He's not got a simple table where he can get started. I mean, get into the cue ball because he's pretty much stuck in the rail, and he's got to play a combo to start off with. And now, let's have a look. Yeah, he's got a straight draw, and I've got to miss the side pocket. He's done that. And he's certainly got an angle. He's got to go forward, and he's got to hit this. He hasn't hit it. You've got to hit it so that you can, even if you come right down and around and you run in and bump the 7, you had to hit that with a lot of juice to get that to go to the rail and come across. So that was a good chance there, but again, didn't execute the positional shot from that 2 to the 3. Bedhead has got nothing simple here. He's trying to maybe have a bump here or hold it off the rail. Oh, he's played that pretty decent. I thought he was maybe trying to back into that, but he had enough room to get onto the short side, still leave himself half a shot in this 4 ball. Well, again, probably 2 rails. He's got more angle than he would. In fact, is he going to check this up? 2 rails, needs to have the legs. It's got the legs, and that's perfect. So racing to the finish line here, Bedhead. Well, we're going to have a look at the stats in because I'm interested. I'm reckoning that Bedhead stats are like 1 point, getting on for 1.1 in terms of balls in the break. At least that. I think he's been pretty good for balls in the break tonight. He's had 2 dry breaks, but he's definitely got to be on par as far as a ball in the break for his efforts tonight. So a 10 rack lead, point of no return really now. Although this might just diminish his stats slightly. It's another dry one. But once again, it's dry. Coldest Pillow's come to the table. He's got nothing easy to get started. But he's done the first part okay. He's got loads of room to go on the 3. But again, just seems a bit too much of a hurry for my liking. But maybe he feels comfortable going at that pace. Always worries me that when you start just speeding up, the mistakes come that bit quicker as well. But then again, you've got to try and change things up to try and get yourself into the game, whatever it might be, whatever you're happy with to try, by all means have a go at it. Well, he's going to have to roll through, isn't he? I mean, it's not set as a combo, this 6 and 8. Because the 8 ball's well away, and that's no good. He's got to just try and dink this. Well, at least he's not left it as an easy kick in. And if Bedhead is going to try and kick this, and he's got to go very close to that point with the jaw. Very close. And that was really difficult. Well, that saved Coldest Pillow pot in the 6. So, ball in hand, all he can do now is end up hooking himself on the 8, because he wants to come down below this 8. He's leaving himself high, because I think he's scared about doing that. So now he's just got to dink this in dead weight. Bonus rack here for Coldest Pillow. So if there's ever going to be a sensational comeback and victory here for Coldest Pillow, this is where it starts. All the balls flying in and having a shot in the 1. 2 balls hanging over the bottom corner. He's got a couple of balls, 5 and 7 have gone. And he's got a table that is good to go, with the exception that the 3 ball is going to have to make a big choice here, because it doesn't go into the side and it doesn't go past the 4. So it only goes up the table or across side. And this 2 ball sitting awkward in the pocket. So this is not a guaranteed certainty he's going to have anything decent in this 3 ball from where this is. I'll tell you that right now. Look at how far it is, right in the corner. And limited availability of pockets for the 3 ball. And that's not going to do him any good. So now he can try and dink behind the 9. I think you've got to go for this. He's trying to play the combo, but you can try and dink down to the rail and nip behind the 9. But even so, that's tough. He might be better just going for the combo, but can he see enough of the 3 ball to play the combo? Not even sure he can. It doesn't go past the 8. Well, anybody's guess what he's up to here. Because if he doesn't get the cover behind the 9 and the angle's not there to do it, to spin it in behind the 9, then the 3 ball's going to be wide open. He tried the billiard onto the 9, and that was always going to be the outcome. If you don't get cover or you don't get the 9 there like that, you're going to leave it on. But he wasn't exactly in a prime position to do much there. So Bedhead's errors tonight really were very early on. I don't think he's really missed much, apart from those couple of times early on. And that's why Coldest Pillow's finding it difficult, because he's not had as many opportunities as he had in his first match. He's been stifled of those. Bedhead's been in trouble, been put in trouble, but he's kicked safe on numerous occasions. And he's now edging ever closer to round 3 in this year's Virtual 9-Ball World Championships. Free ball on the side. And one ball goes past the back end of that too. And everything is there once again. Well, he hasn't got into that at all. That means you're right through and up the table. Gone all out for the bank. He's nailed it. Now what does he do? He's hooked himself in the 4. Well, not quite hooked. I think there's a tiny edge of this. You could send this and end up leaving it in the short rail up top and bring this cue ball back down the table here. That'll do. That's a very good shot. And this is why it becomes so frustrating when you've got a big deficit and you've been left nothing. You're not getting left a sniff. And you know that the shot that you play now, if you don't get lucky, you're going to be sitting hill down in a minute, as you probably will do. I'm going to have another drink out of my big, oversized 5-litre bottle of water. How's he on the 6th ball? Well, he's a bit straight. He can pinch a wee bit of this 6th ball. He can either pinch it by going forward or risking drawing into the 8 ball here. I don't know whether he can or he can't here, but he's trying to hit this into the right side of the pocket slightly. That's what he's trying to do, I think. Slightly right side. In fact, he isn't. He hit it smack the centre. Well, here we go. He's going to end up with a bedhead cut in the 7 or the bank. Seven ball off the rail. And it is going to be the bedhead cut. And this cue ball's tracking very nicely indeed. That's perfect. And so, forward, around the angles if he wants, or forward with a bit of right English, whatever he wants to do here. So he's checked it up with a bit of right English, high enough and simple enough and easy for a 9 ball to get him right on that hill to round 3. Well, this is a clinical job by Bedhead. I can't really fault him. I mean, his brakes work great all night. He's going to have a few racks ran here in the stats as well. Yes, he's had the odd roll of the ball when he's been kicking and got safe on a few occasions, but you know he's more than deserved the win. There's no doubt about that. More than deserved it, and I think on that basis, then the score certainly reflects that. But what a price to pay for not taking your opportunity early on, Coldest Pillow, to get that rack that you really should have had. Because I think I said at the time, you know, how are you going to sort of regret that later on in the match? Well, it's still not over this rack. That 5-ball is in the worst spot in the table, and it certainly doesn't go past the 8. And where he's stuck here in this 4-ball is not great either. But he can drop it in. But dropping it in and taking his medicine and leaving a bank in the 7 looks like the best ploy here. That 7-ball off the rail, so if he just dinks a 5 in, he might be able to play the bank in the 7. I don't think he'll have much else. Unless you try to slam this and then do something crazy with the cue ball. It's such a tight angle though. Yeah, well he did try. Well, he got the cue. That I don't know that was actually great for a bank looking at that, but at least he got the cue ball out. And again, he's left nothing for Coldest Pillow. He can try the bank across the table. And that cue ball, I think he's come out of it okay. He'll take that. So this middle point, this middle knuckle is very much in the way of hitting that 5-ball here for Bedhead. If he gets the line slightly wrong. But he's well away from that. And he's had a nice bump on the 7-ball just to kill the cue ball. And again, leave Coldest Pillow. Not a sniff. Absolutely nothing. Other than a kick and hope. And that very much will be Coldest Pillow's last shot of the evening. 1 hour and 23 minutes getting on for, so very quick. Albeit, of course, not as many racks played. Well, it's his first big tournament he's been in, LS3, but he's now finding out that, you know, getting a first win in that first round, and then against Keith, who hasn't really had much table time at all, and then coming up against somebody who's entirely the opposite as far as that goes in these big tournaments, Bedhead. I think Bedhead's played extremely solid tonight. You know, he missed 2 balls early on, but I don't recall him missing much else. A really very solid win, and very well deserved win for Bedhead by 19 racks to 7. And that puts him through to round 3, and we will see if we can get this to update. Where the hell is he? There he is. He's now through into round 3, and he is waiting on the winner, and that's going to be a good prospect. He's waiting on the winner of Smoking Sid and Cobra. Now back to the event page, just a quick reminder, we've got matches in the schedule. There's one tomorrow night at 7:20, Jose against Little. We've got Ella Quenti against Paul. That is on Sunday. This Sunday coming, it's at 10:30 AM. No, it's 10:30 AM, so I won't be there for that. Because Paul obviously is in wherever he is in the Philippines. That's why it's been played at that time of the day. Then you've got Aussie Mick against Sergresh, which is Sunday afternoon at 3 PM. Again, I won't be there for that because I will be coming home from work at that time. You've got Smoking Sid against Cobra on Sunday night at 7 PM. I will be there for that one. And finally, you've got Acero against Rabi, which is Tuesday at 1 p.m. And again, I won't be there for that because I think I'm working later on Tuesday as well. So that is that. Now let's have a look at the stats for this match because it's going to be interesting to see. Let's see, where are we? Bedhead and take away a letter. Coldest pillow is easy enough to find. There's only 2 names that ever pop up with Coldest pillow. And let's have a look. Well, break stats. I'm saying that Bedhead is 1 point something definitely on the break. Let's have a look. In fact, Coldest pillow was actually better in the racks that he actually broke in. But that's obviously a bit false because he only broke in a few racks. But Bedhead 1.05, 6 runouts from the break. He had 1 scratch in the break. Percentage-wise, there was 2 points difference, 73 and 71%. What was the other thing? The 9-ball stats. Racks run 7 overall for Bedhead, just a 2 for Coldest pillow. Racks run high was 2, and 100% on money balls. So a good promising start for Bedhead, and matches to come. Of course, good luck to Smoking Sid against Cobra. Cobra will be the favourite. But 9 balls, 9 ball, anything can happen if your break's working for you in the day and you can pop balls and not make too many mistakes. You can always create a little bit of an upset against the odds. So we'll look forward to that when it comes. So in the meantime, folks, thanks for watching. I will take my leave of you, head off for a coffee, and we'll see you again soon. So good luck to Coldest pillow for the weekend. I hope that doesn't Pat tell a lie. He's not in the 9-ball league at the weekend. It's Tam that's in. But good luck in the next round in that one loss side. It's a long road to survive. But you never know. Anything can happen as long as you just keep your hopes up and believe that you can do it. You're still in there with a chance. You're not out yet. And good luck to Bedhead in his next match. So take care, guys and gals, as I say, and I'll bid you good night.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool, nothing else. Hasta la vista, baby. Where's the cue ball going? No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool, nothing else.
Good night, ladies.